he gets out of the car and I just see, I seen half of his butt crack, but it was a lot of poop like on his butt crack and there was hair over there. Like there's a lot of hair in there. So I'm looking, I'm like, as he's getting out, not only do I see his butt crack, but it's a lot of boo-boo in there and it's hairy. And I'm like, it's everywhere in there. And I know it was on the inside of his shirt because when I first seen it in my car, it was like smeared. Like it was like smeared like at the top of his butt crack. I'm sorry, y'all. This is like real, like sick and disgusting. Story time about how I discovered the guy that I just started dating. Well, was dating. We're not dating anymore. I had to cut ties with him after this situation. After I found out he was dirty, like very, very dirty. And it's crazy because we had only been talking for about a month and we had gone on, I'll probably say like 3 dates prior to this last specific date to where I decided that it's just going to be over with. Is done. This particular date, I ended up going to his house because we were going to ride in his car and we were going to go downtown to watch the cars race and all that. And I pulled up to his house and my tire light came on. So I'm like, oh, hey, can you put air in my tire? And he was like, yeah, I'm about to hop in and we could just go to the gas station down the street from his house. So he gets in the car and we go to the gas station. We went to 2 gas stations. Both the gas stations was, the air pump thing was out. So I just had drove back to his house. I was kind of annoyed by that, but I'm like, all right, let's just handle it when we come back from downtown. So he ends up getting out of the car first. And I just happened to just look over. I'm looking over like this. And as he's getting out, not only do I see his butt crack, but it's a lot of boo-boo in there. And it's hairy. And I'm like, I know my eyes are not playing tricks on me. Because he kind of like, he's not big. He's like in between small and medium size. So he like a small, medium teddy bear. And I usually date guys who are like kind of fit, who are actively like in the gym like pretty regularly. But this guy, he doesn't really go to the gym like that, but he has a cool personality. Like he's cool. So he gets out of the car and I just see, I seen half of his butt crack, but it was a lot of poop like on his butt crack and there was hair over there. Like there's a lot of hair in there. So I'm looking, I'm like, I know I'm not tripping. I know my eyes didn't just see this. Like, so I'm like, okay, let me check again. Let me see if I seen what I seen. So I get out of the car and I get inside of his car. And, we driving downtown and stuff like that. So now I'm already thrown off. I'm already turned off. I already don't want to be here. But I just want to make sure I really seen what I seen for real before I like really cut him off for real. So we in his car. We gets downtown. We gets to the parking. And I'm like, all right, I'm about to let him get out the car again. Because at this point, he's driving. I'm in the passenger seat. So I'm slowly gathering up my purse and all that stuff, even though I really didn't have much for real, but I'm just moving extra slow. So I look over and he gets out of the car again and I'd seen it again. I'm like, oh my gosh, you have like this dude, it was like chunks of boo-boo, like chunks in his butt crack. Like I'm just in disbelief. I'm like, I really did see it. But I'm like, hold on, let me see one more time. I just needed to make sure that I seen it.
You got the first confirmation when you first saw what was going on. You know what I'm saying? You didn't need to second guess it. How do y'all feel about this at the end of the day? Listen, I've literally seen people bend over and all you see is crack. Hey, don't nobody want to see that? What's really going on? But then to top it off, you're not even wiping your butt right when you gotta take a dump. Y'all know the saying, cleanliness is close to godliness. And if he dirty, you didn't need confirmation 3 times, baby. Is he washing his hands correctly? That's the question now.
I'm like, this can't be for real. Like this, I'm really like seeing this right now. I never experienced nothing like this. So we walking downtown. So at this point, again, like, this is all I'm thinking about. So he trying to hold hands and all that stuff. I'm like, no, don't touch me. Like, it's too hot and stuff like that. But in my head, I'm like, you dirty for real. I need to try to make sure, like, I'm really seeing what I'm seeing. Like, you dirty, don't touch me. This is what I'm thinking. So we, long story short, we get downtown. We ended up missing all the racing because we was trying to find a gas station to put air in my tire or whatever. So it was cool. We just ended up going to walk by the water. So it was these tables that's near the water, and he was all out of breath and stuff like that, and he just needs to go sit down. So he goes and sits on top of the table. And in my head, I'm like, all right, I know his butt crack showing. I know his butt crack is showing, so I'm about to play around with him a little bit just so I can, like, see for this last final time. So I'm like, I'm about to go behind you. I'm just making up random stuff. I'm like, I'm about to go up behind you and try to scare you, this, that, and the third. So I goes up behind him, and I'm like creeping up on him from behind and stuff. Of course, he knows that I'm right there because we just playing around. But I'm creeping up behind him, and I look, and I'm like, when I tell y'all, it's boo-boo all in his butt crack. Like, it's everywhere in there. And I know it was on the inside of his shirt because when I first seen it in my car, it was like smeared. Like, it was like smeared, like at the top of his butt crack. I'm sorry, y'all. This is like real, like, sick and disgusting, I know. But I just had to tell y'all this. Like, it's crazy. So, yeah. So back to the story. I was, when I had creeped up on him, I seen it again. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, it was like big chunks of boo-boo. And it was just hairy. It was just everywhere. And I'm like, I'm ready to go. So I'm gonna tell him, because that's just me. Like, I'm gonna keep it transparent with you. I'm gonna tell him, but I didn't want to tell him right then and there because I had just, like, we had really just started hanging out, and I didn't want him to throw me in that water. Like, I don't know you like that. So
see, this is what I don't understand, and this is just the me thing, y'all. When you are exposed like that, don't you feel like air or some type of wind hitting that area or whatever? And shouldn't that tell you, like, hey man, cover up? Maybe sometimes you might get the bubble guts and you might have to go to the bathroom real quick, but still clean up after yourself. And I totally understand her. Like, she don't want to hold hands, she don't want to do nothing. But if she didn't want to do that, there was no need to even continue going on the date. Soon as he got out the hey, you know what? Hey, my mama, is something going on. We gotta go. I gotta turn around, but we could reschedule. We
gets in the car. After all that, I'm ready to go. Like, in my head, like, he over here trying to talk and laugh and this, that, and the third. I'm ready to go at this point. Like, you dirty. Like, it's over with. Like, I already know from this moment, like, you're never gonna see me again, for real. Like, so we had, after all that, we ended up getting back in the car, going back to his place. I did make sure he put air in my tire, though. So we did find the gas station. He put air in the tire, and then, you know, we had went our separate ways. But this time he had ended up following me there to the gas station. So I'm like, all right. So I'm like, I'm about to tell him when I get home. So I ended up, I got home, I called him, and I'm like, hey, I don't know how to really say this, but I seen something 3 times that I didn't like, and I had to make sure that I seen what I seen, because, you know, I'm just not about to falsely accuse somebody or something, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just not me. I'm gonna keep it real with you at all times. So he like, what's up? I'm like, so when you got out of the car, I just ended up looking over, and not only did I see your butt crack, but it was a lot of boo-boo in there. And y'all, when I tell you, this man said his exact words was, "That's it?" And I'm like, "That's it? What you mean that's it?"
Shut the front door.
He like, so that's what was so hard for you to tell me or something. I'm like, you have boo-boo in your butt crack. What you mean? So at this point, my mind really blown, because I'm like, you know you dirty. So he like, I still feel like we should move forward, and I still want to get to know you and be with you and this, that, and the third. He said, do you? I said, no, I can't even do it. I'm like, I got a white couch at home. He don't know where I live at, but it's like, after seeing that, I got a white couch at home. Like, you ain't about to sit on my couch, sit on my furniture. And then when you get up, I got shit. I'm sorry, TikTok. I got boo-boo stains all over my couch. Like, no, like, you're dirty. And then he like, it's not that big of a deal. Just basically making it seem like it's just nothing. And I'm like, he like, I'm sorry that you had to see that. I did use the bathroom earlier. And I'm like, what? Like, he's really saying this to me, y'all. Hold on. I'm about to do a part 2. Hold on. Sorry, y'all. Here's the part 2. Dang, I forgot where I left off at. Oh, we were on the phone, and I ended up telling him. So he was basically trying to, basically saying like it was nothing wrong with that. Like, and I'm like, oh, he was saying that he did end up going to the bathroom earlier. And I'm like, did you not wipe? Like, what's going on? Like, he like, I mean, I did use the bathroom. I did wipe. I'm like, you couldn't have. But he like, I'm not a dirty A ninja. And I'm like, you are though. Like, there's no way. I'm like, so what if you seen me? What if I was like that and we out in public or whatever, just anywhere? He like, I wouldn't even notice. I'm like, oh my goodness. Like, there's no way that this man trying to convince me that there's nothing wrong with this. Like, you're dirty, bro. Like, no, this is over with. So he over there huffing and puffing, because I'm like, no, this not gonna work out. And I'm like, I'm just really in disbelief, like, that he's really just know. And then he stays at home with both parents too. So it's like, y'all didn't teach him this when he was younger, like how to wipe his butt. Like, what's going on? And he's 2 years older than me. Like, this is crazy. Like, I just can't believe I went through this, y'all. Like, seriously, like, I ain't gonna cap. It's kind of funny, but it's nasty at the same time, because it's like, I ain't never experienced nothing like this. So I'm like, how you gonna go on a date with somebody that you like, not even just a date, but just in general, but really just the date though, like, so with somebody that you interested in, and this is how you coming? Like, you ain't even, like, I asked him on the phone, I'm like, so your booty wasn't itching? Like, you didn't feel this, because it's like, it was hot. Like, it was hot that day. And he was like, no, I didn't notice. Like, what? I know that you felt that smeared. I know that you felt all of that smearing in your butt. I know it was itching, bro. Now you over here lying. Like, and then while we on the phone, I'm like, go to the bathroom. And I guaranteed you, get you a wet towel with some soap on there and wipe. And you're going to see all of it come off. And he like, I'm sorry you had to see that, this, that, and the third. Like, and I'm like, as the time, like, the whole time we on the phone, he's still like just chilling with this boo-boo in his butt crack. I'm like, you ain't even taking care of the problem while we on the phone. Like, what's going on? So basically, after all that, I told him, yeah, this not gonna work out. And I also remembered that he was telling me, like, yeah, he was always getting ghosted and stuff like that. And I'm like, yeah, I think this why you getting ghosted. Like, but they not saying nothing. But me personally, like I said, I always keep it real. And I'm gonna tell you, because I'm like, you seem like a cool dude, but like, moving forward, I think this the problem. Like, you gotta take care of your hygiene. Like, you not ugly, like you very handsome, all of that, cool personality and all of that. But it's like, I feel like this was holding you back. You need to take care of that. You too grown. You too grown for all that. And he was just sad that I was like, nah, I don't want to do it no more, and talk to him and all that stuff no more. Like, I ain't doing all that. Like, you too grown. Like, why we even having this conversation right now? Like, come on now, get it together. But yeah, so after I hung up the phone with him, I ain't talked to him since. I just had to come on here and tell y'all this, because I know this was just funny. It was a traumatizing experience, but I also find it funny. As y'all can see, I'm over here laughing about it.
At that point, that's really all you could do is laugh it off. But like she said, hygiene is a must, especially the thing that I see about these young ones, as far as the ones that's like, teenagers up to like 28. It's a different like dynamic with these kids. When I was coming up, and those who are in their mid 30s, y'all understand exactly what I mean. Like, okay, 6th grade, we taught to be fresh. We was taught to iron our clothes. We was taught, to stay fresh, literally to stay fresh, wash up, and to have decent clothes on it. Even if we didn't have, the best of the best clothing, we still made it look like it was something, because it was the way that we presented ourselves. So as far as like the ones that's coming up now, yeah, they were taught good hygiene, but do they practice that? I done ran into a couple guys. I'm like, bro, you don't smell yourself? You need to hop in the shower. I shouldn't have to tell you to go hop in the shower. So listen, y'all, hygiene is a must. And then when it comes down to you going on a date, you really want to be spiffy. You really want to make sure that you good. You know what I'm saying? So the simple fact that the young man didn't even make sure that he was together before they went on that date, that just go to show you that, hey, he doesn't care about that. He doesn't care about his hygiene. So she did the right thing. She was like, you know what? I'm gonna let you know what the problem is. It is what it is. I'm not messing with you no more, but I'm going to tell you what I think your flaw is and the reason why you're getting ghosted. Let me know how y'all feel about this video. Have you ran into somebody, or have you ever went on a date with somebody or whose hygiene was a little bit off the Richter scale? Let me know down below. Until next time, y'all know what to do.